gentlemen, welcome to Manor, a fantastic new game published by Hooded Horse and a single developer. Would you believe that? But oh my goodness, golly, this game is something else, folks. I swear, it is something akin to magic in my mind. It's so wonderful. I have spent how many hours? Over 20 so far in it, and it just came out 2 days ago. And I've spent so much of my time already in it. That's how good it is. That's how amazing it is. Let me go ahead and turn up. Listen to this music. Listen to this. Oh, yeah. You gotta love it. You gotta love that, folks. That is pure, just ear candy. Oh, it just sends shivers down your spine. Oh, my goodness. But unfortunately, we're gonna have to turn it down, otherwise it's gonna kind of take over the stream a bit. And as good as it is, I don't want it to take over too much. I hope you folks understand. I can't have it take over like it owns the stream. Then we wouldn't have much of a stream to begin with. But let's go ahead and jump right into the meat of the game. I'm going to start a new game here. I already have a heraldry that I really like. I really like it. And I pick this guy all the time. Oh, where'd he go? I pick this guy all the time. He's down here. I like him. I don't know. The other ones are a little bit, I don't know. They're not my style. Oh, look at this big mustachio guy, right? Yeah, let's go with him. And you know what? He's gonna be Herbert. He's gotta be Herbert. It's classic. We have to stick with what we know, you know? We're gonna go for the default setting. Now, there are 3 different settings. There's the Rise to Prosperity, which is a very peaceful way of playing. All you have to do is get to a large town settlement, and then, well, you can continue in Endless Mode. Or you can play the base. What they recommend is Restoring the Peace. There's a little bit of combat involved. There's a little bit of a challenge in that. And then, of course, there's On the Edge, which is the extra hard. War is everywhere, and you just have to try and survive. This one, from what I have heard from the developers, is not recommended right now. It's either recommended to do Restoring Peace or Rise to Prosperity. We're just going to do Restoring the Peace on a... We're not going to do Balanced. We're going to do Reactive, because the AI right now is a little bit... it's a little bit funky. So we're just going to try and, you know, make it work for us. And we're going to make it work really well. At least one can hope.
You work for me now. You're part of the family.
I don't know what I'm on about. Look at that art. Oh. And here we are in our little settlement. We've got some tents. We have a hitching post, and we have a little bit of a storage depot. Oh, look at our little villagers. Look at them. Look. Oh my goodness. Hey, fella. I just need to let you know your haircut is pretty bad. Something fun you can do is you could go right into the game. Let's get a good look at this guy's face. He's running away. He knows. He knows he's gonna get it. Come here. Let me look. Let me look at you. Oh, you look old. Your haircut, man. Nah, it's not for me. It's not for me. Oh, disgusting. But you know what? It is feudal Germany, so sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. At least he has a haircut. We have ourselves a message. Who's it from? Victory condition. Dominance. Build up your town, your manor, and when ready, press claims towards regions owned by your opponents. Oh. We're gonna unite these lands under our rule. Well, we are given a little plot of land. Well, I say little. We're given a substantial region. We are in Goldhof. The Baron, Hildebot von Berenrut, he has these 2. He's got, what is it? He's got Hofstetten and Selbitz. What I want to do, let's see the resources that we have. So, the things we want to focus on, of course, course, we need to think about these rich deposits. What is our specific province good at? Well, we've got a lot of iron. That is a lot. And we have wild animals. This is good for hunting. And that's one of the first buildings I want to set up, is a hunting post. Now, along with that, we're going to need some other things. Let's take a look at what we got. You have logging camps, woodcutters, saw pits, foresters. There's so many things. There's so many things you can do. But I think we need a logging camp first so we can build the buildings that we need. And we'll pop down a hunting camp just so we can get that starting bit of food. And as you can see, we're going to speed up the game a little bit. And these fellas are going to go straight to work. Look at that. They're going to just stand around and have a little party there. What do you think they talk about? Oh, it's nice weather we're having. I don't know why they sound like that. They're not British. But in my mind, they sound like that. Oh, it's nice weather we're having today. Oh, it's beautiful weather. It's beautiful. All right, we just threw this logging camp together. It's pretty good. Yes, they have finished the logging camp, and it is absolutely wonderful. Look at that. Now we have to assign not people, but families to it. It is an entire family unit that works there. So the one family, it's like 3 people. It's really nice. So you can see we have 5 families equaling 10 people. So we have 2 people in each family. I believe that's 8 men and 2 women in the town. Is what that means? Yes, that is what that means. And you can see they just finished the hunting camp as well. We're going to assign a family. Now you can see the people that we've assigned up here in the top left corner. 2 people have been assigned. We have 3 unassigned. It's important to have unassigned people because they are the main labor force. At least one family. As you get on later, sometimes I like to have 2 or 3, even 3 unassigned families. They do all the construction work and things of that nature. They just get that done, and it's great. They do fantastic work. Another thing we need to do, of course... Excuse me. Oh, golly. Another thing we need to do is set up some residential areas. I mean, sure, these tents are, yeah, they look pretty comfortable, but I wouldn't want to live in this forever. No, they need actual homes. They need somewhere to, you know, put their weary heads down. So we're going to put down a well, and we're going to make some burgage plots. What are burgage plots? Well, it's based off of, well, simply that, homes. They were designated plots of land that an individual could use for both residential and commercial use that were allotted by a governmental district. A little bit of history for you. So as you can see, you draw an outline and it fills in the area, and it's super, super nice. And you can see it plops in each of the houses that it thinks it can fit max, but we don't need 14 of them. We only have 5 families, and you can see they all have backlots to them. Each of those backlots can provide something special, but we'll get into that in a minute. Let's go down to, let's do 6 burgage plots so we can have enough for each of our families and an additional family to move in. We have to wait a little bit, though, so we need this timber to come in. So while these folks are working on the well, these folks are going to mine timber, and these are going to hunt. You know, we're going to have to wait on that. Get another message. Ah, it looks like Hildebolt has messaged us. I have heard of your renown, and I only seek to defend my rights and my honor against those who would wrong me. I hope you will not judge me by the rumors and slanders that some may spread about me. Let's write back to him. You have no rightful claim to Selbitz and Hofstetten. Ugh, with a face like that? Nuh-uh, I'm more attractive than you. My mustache is way better than yours, pal. You have no right to those. Oh, we have another guy. It's the Outlaws. Yet another dog has crawled in here. It's a pleasure to meet you. Imagine getting a letter like that. Yet another dog has crawled in here. It's a pleasure to meet you. Yeah, Hope they enjoy that. Imagine getting insulted and saying, "Oh, by the way, lovely to meet you. I hope you find the neighborhood inviting." That's... Let's go ahead and sign another family to the logging camp, just so they can get more wood. Yeah, P.S. I like dogs, and you're one of them. But yes, this game is so fun. There are some bugs that have ruined a few of my games, but it's nothing that they won't fix soon. So I'm very glad they're on top of these things and trying to fix what they can. They're a good team at Hooded Horse, and the developer himself is just wonderful. Really, really passionate about this. I know he's been working on it for 7 years. This has been in development by one person for 7 years. One person, and look how beautiful it is. It looks like I could step outside and walk down this road almost. I went ahead and built 2 more buildings, a granary which stores food, and a storehouse which of course stores, well, really anything except food. Well, they'll put their logs in there, they'll put anything kind of unrelated to food in there. As you can see, they've got their bread stored away, and eventually they should store this meat in there once they get around to it. How many burgage plots we want? 6? And boom, we are finally able to build these burgage plots. So it's going to take them some time, but they'll mosey on down that road and they'll start building them. Unassigned families needed for construction work. As you can see, we don't have any unassigned families. Got to take that extra one off. But they're getting all the food put away. They're getting things put in the storehouse. It's great. It's great. Something crucial to the development of your burg is marketplaces. These are set up independently by shop owners or homeowners, things of that nature. And what they do, when they set up shops, they do it all on their own. You can see that we can outline a little bit of an area here, and you can see all of the different shops, stall locations that it can have in there. If I put it there, it's 28, 36, 40. It all depends on the size that you make it. But there's a little bit of an area of effect, too. So if I have all of my market stalls here, but I put all my houses here, well, they're not going to be able to get any resources. We have to keep it in a central location to where we're putting our buildings. So if I put this here, these should get pretty well taken care of. And so should things here. But if I put anything back here, I highly doubt they're going to get what they need. So I think the best course of action is build ourselves a little thing here. How many does that say? I see the mouse blocks it. That's something that annoys me a little bit, is that the cursor often blocks what you're doing. And I'm sure they'll work on that. Let's see, that's 23. I think 23 will be good for now. And you'll see, oh, look at that. A firewood stall is under construction immediately. Immediately, they start building it. And they even have little roads that lead into the back of their burgs. Oh, it's so good, their burgage plots. Another thing I like to do is build a road back here, just to kind of, you know, connect the back of their burgage plots. You see, they automatically connect because they do walk through the plots as if they are roads in some cases. This is our berry supply. So I'm going to drag a road that goes through the woods here directly out to the berry supply so they don't have to go far to harvest. Let's see. In fact, where are the bushes themselves? That's the bushes right there. So we're going to make it go right up to the darn bushes. There. See? They don't even got to move for it. Easy peasy. And then we're going to put a forager hut straight across the road from it. But we're going to set that to a low priority because I want them to get these burgage plots done. And we have increased in level. We have a development point. And it looks like we have a message. They're almost done with the construction of this. But isn't that amazing how they build that? Let's take a look at this message, shall we? An armament delivery. A strong militia is paramount to the survival of any settlement. Luckily, A shipment of weapons has just arrived, and you'll now be able to create your first militia banners to serve you and protect your people. Wonderful. However, you will need more weapons to equip all people as the settlement grows, either by making them or importing them from other lands. So we get our very first shipment of spears. So we can make a spear militia. Now there's 4 key different types. There's the footman, the spear, the polearm, and the archer. Later on, you get something called a retinue, which is a beefier version. It's your private kind of little army. It's very interesting. You can customize them. But for now, we have our spear militia, just the very beginning. Right now, the bowmen they're a little broken. That's the unfortunate thing. But I think they're working on them. We don't have anything to worry about at this current moment, but bandits, as you can see over here, will pop up and they will they'll cause some issues. But right now, we don't really have the means to fight. Sure, we have the weapons, but we don't have the manpower, so we have 10 out of 36. We're going to need at least 12 to 15 to even engage in some of these bandit fights, especially that far away, because exhaustion seems exhaustion just really takes a toll on your army and all of your different regiments. Just take a look at how they're working on this Woodcutter's Lodge. They are coming along on that. We have 4 months of food and 4 months of fuel. We're doing well. That's good. Let's go ahead and assign that point, shall we? Now, there are many different development areas that you can branch off into. There's kind of a trade-focused one. There's a development one. There is a forestry, kind of foraging one. And then there's farming. What we're going to do, I think, is we're going to focus on trade logistics. After we get this little bit of initial setup, we're going to balloon in trading. I want to establish new trade routes, and they always cost a maximum of 25 regional wealth. That means that they'll always be pretty darn cheap. They won't be outrageously expensive. They're going to be very affordable all the time. Now, remember when I said these have nice big lots in the back? Well, we can do some special things with them. We can give them backyard extensions. For these, I like to do chicken coops. Now, they're a little bit expensive. As you can see, it's 25, and that's half the regional wealth we have. But it gives us so much in what we can do with food, and it saves up. It constantly produces. And once we get bigger plots, we can start putting in vegetable gardens. So let's get 2 chicken coops up. So these 2 plots now produce food. They have chicken coops in the back, or at least they will once they're built. Now, a forewarning, folks. See this thing here? This is your hitching post. This is where your oxen go. If you remove your very first hitching post, your oxen is going to die or run away. And if that happens, that's game over. I think it was a bit of an oversight on their part, but if you lose that starting oxen, your game is ruined until you get more. But you can't get more without that starting oxen. So it's best just to build another hitching post somewhere. I'm going to put it right here in our little production zone. And our very last burgage plot has been finished. Take a look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 burgage plots. And we can add extra living space, meaning we can fit more families into each of these plots. Less space, more people. Very efficient. Very, very efficient. But before we do anything of that nature, let's try looking at trade. We don't have really anything to trade, but very, very soon we will. And we're going to have to. And I think we should put it right along where the main road connects. I think right... let's see. In fact, I don't think we're even hooked up yet, are we? Now we are. We have that little connection. Let's put our trading post right here on the edge of our boundary, so it connects right up to the main road here. Let me take another bite of my sandwich while we just kind of watch this develop. I'll zoom out. You said it's Control C? Oh, it is. Look at that. Yeah, just looky there. The rain falling. Oh, it's peaceful. If it was sunny, I might use that as a thumbnail. But we won't worry too much. What are we running out of? We have a good amount of food. We don't have very much fuel. You'd set it as your wallpaper. Oh, sometimes, friend. Sometimes they get so nice. Oh my goodness. Oh. Wow. You'll see. You'll see what I mean. Let's go ahead and increase the priority on this forager hut. I think we need that. Considering it's June, and we will have lower berries produced. Because right now they're growing. It's a good time to have them. The bandits have stolen some of our resources. That happens. Even when I've seen bandits steal things even when there aren't bandit camps on the map. It's very odd. It's a little bit annoying, and I wish there was a way to prevent that. But right now, there isn't. You're just gonna have things stolen, and it's annoying, I will be honest. Oh, we have our woodcutter's lodge finished, but we don't have anyone we're really able to assign to it. They were wearing bushes and snuck up in barrels. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what they did. They were in ghillie suits, and they came up on us. Now we have 6 living space and 5 families with pretty good approval, I must say. So I'm hoping we can get another family in within the next month, and then we'll be able to add more people to our workplaces. Because I'd like to start trading resources. Remember how I said we have a lot of these, these 2 things here? Well, eventually I'd like to get into the trade of this one, clay. So we're going to have to find a place with rich clay deposits, which the Baron has, but this one does as well, and it's not claimed. So we'll have to zigzag our way down through some means, and I think maybe going through Waldbrand will be the way we do it. Right, they have finished this forager's hut, and let's take a look at that. Oh my. Isn't that just lovely? Look at that. Imagine, here, let's look at it. Imagine working here in this beautiful little building. You come in and out. You just go across. You gather your berries. And then you supply your village with food. You carry it. You come out of the tree line. Let's look at it. As you come out of the tree line, what do you see? Yes, you can. You can summon a character to walk around as in the map. It's not the exact character that you're playing as right now. This is just temporary and a little bit buggy in some places. But it's very nice to be able to actually walk around your village. And I have a map with over 1,000 villagers. And in that city, you can get lost. Trust me, it's something. But look at this. We can see our little village in action. It really is something. Just look at them. It's really impressive. You can summon yourself into battles and watch them. You cannot participate right now, but I definitely imagine soon you'll be able to in a Banner Lords sort of way. That is very much the direction it looks like they're trying to push it. Not in the sense that this is trying to be Banner Lords or the quest system, nothing like that. But they're going to try and make it more expansive, I think. In fact, we can try that out here in a little bit. Kind of summoning ourselves into a battle. Watching it happen on the ground. Ooh. Now that's not a good thing to see. We are running out of fuel. And why is that? We don't have anybody assigned to the Woodcutter's Lodge. Let's just go ahead, assign our one family there so we can get them done. Maybe we'll have more for sale in the firewood area once we do. Our granary is going well. Our storehouse is doing fantastic. You know, it's a little rainy. Winter's coming. I think we need to make these people some clothes. And what do we have to make out of clothes? Or what do we have to make into clothes? We have leather. We have hides. Let's make a tannery. That is a crucial next step to improving the lives of our citizens. And our very first new families moved in to this little burgage plot. Let's see them. Let's see where they come from. Where are they? We can take a look at the people. We have Jorg and Indline. Where's Jorg at? Resting, and Indline is also resting inside, and we can't see in there, but that's fine. They're relaxing in their new home, getting things set up, and then they should be straight to work, I hope. Let's go ahead and set one family to work on the tannery. And raiders stole our bread. Of course they did. Look at them. Oh, sneaky devils. How did they get all the way over here? How many of them are there? Just look at them. Darn thieves. Brigands, outlaws. And they're awaiting orders, too. Awaiting orders to steal more things? Not likely. We're gonna go kill them here in a moment. We have 11 people in our army. We'll get one more family moved in here, and then we'll go for the attack, I think. Because we need to take care of these people. Now, Captain, I know you were interested in this, and I know you're going to bed, but if you want to see this, I think I may be about to go into combat. I'll try and get it in quick for you. We have 8 families moved in. We need one more family, and then this should be good enough. I hope. Because we have to march it across the map. Alright, alright. And as you can see, the tannery is now producing a good amount of leather, which puts down a clothing stall. That leather they just sell, and they make clothes at home, just like they did in the past. Now, there are specialty clothes that eventually they'll make to have better homes and better things, but that's not important right now. For now, they're just focusing on what they can have to survive. And that is noble, I say. And already, we're at 63% approval, and another bandit camp has been sighted right next to us. You know what? Let's go ahead and take care of that one. They're moving too close to us. I cannot stand having the bandits that close to us. Let's move them right into the tree line to kind of hide them out. And where are they? Let's watch them kind of rally up to that point, huh? There they go, our brave 11 men. Single file, boys. Single file. Line up right along the border. Oh, there's 16 brigands. Oh, I don't know. We're at 44% effectiveness. Oh, how are we affected? I don't know if the trees are affecting it any, but quite possibly. Let's line them up just a bit better in this formation. There we are. Let's see if we can watch them.
Stay with us, drink?
I don't know if we can, because we just kind of popped back in to the road next to it. I think we spawn on the nearest road to it. That is how it looks, so we would have to bring it towards the road. Oh, but look at that. There they go. Oh, they're at 96% effective. We're at 44. But they are clashing. Let's see if we can take anything. I've got them right now on stand your ground. We don't want them to run at all. The brigands, well, it looks like they're just on the attack. We're giving ground. We're starting to lose some effectiveness. They're standing. Oh, we took one of them down. 2 of them down. 3! We are killing them. We are killing them. But look at them soaked in blood. Blood of the enemy, I hope. Definitely blood of the enemy. But our boys are putting up a fight. Oh, they took one of ours, but our effectiveness isn't as decreasing as fast. Our morale must be high because we're taking even more of them out. They're down to 11. Let's see if we can even out the numbers. Come on, 10. Yep, 9. We've evened the numbers out, 9 and 9. Their effectiveness is at 91, ours is at 50, but we still are coming into it on top, 9 and 8. Come on. Yeah, there we go. See, you can see them smashing into their shields, but our spearmen, they are absolutely smashing into them, and we have broken them. We have broken them. But at what cost? We lost a few good men, but they lost a lot more. And we've surrounded them. And now we can take their camp. So now that we have defeated the bandits, we can take over their camp. And when we do, we get a message. We can send the resources to the nearest town, or we can take it for ourselves. Now, you would think, well, I want that money. That's my cash. I made them fight. No, 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 no. You want to send it to the town, because it'll come back to you several-fold. You'll see what I mean. We'll send it to the nearest town. Now we're at 168 regional wealth. Remember, regional wealth, that's what develops your plots. That's what allows you to trade. Ah, you see what I'm getting at now? That's the key thing. We develop these plots with things like these chicken coops or those vegetables. We get more food. Then people are happier because they have a better variety of food. Overall, they're a little bit healthier. And we gained another 168 regional wealth. Why? I don't know. I don't know. That's a little weird, but I'm happy about that. 336. That's darn perfect. Let's get more chicken coops up in here. Chicken coop. Chicken coop. Chicken coop. And this one, I'm going to put something different. A vegetable garden. That will give us a little bit more variety in our food. Now, the vegetable garden is already constructed. The chickens have to be kind of built, but they don't take but a second. Yes, 3 good men were lost in that skirmish, and we need a moment to pray for them. In fact, we need a place to pray for them. We need a church. The church is, well, vital to any village. You have to have somewhere to eat, somewhere to pray, somewhere to work, somewhere to sleep. But they don't have a place to pray right now, and we have to give that to our people. What kind of a lord would we be if we didn't give that to them? We need to go get rid of that bandit camp all the way out here. I'm tired of having it out there. Let's rally our men at the edge of our province, and we'll march them across the fields here, right up the edge, have them rest a bit, and then have them charge into the camp and take care of the enemy. Alright, we don't want them to run to the position. We can have them walk. They'll be fine. I want them positioned at the high ground here. We can have them in a longer line, I believe. Now, it'll probably take them a little bit because they're not running, but they'll be okay. Now, you can see their effectiveness drops based on several factors: fatigue, climbing, and cohesion. They have absolutely no cohesion to them because I've told them to march across the entire, well, whatever this is, region? Country? I'll say region. And it's going to take them a while. I don't blame them. Come on, fellas. You can do it. Let's go, let's go. Ah, those bandits taking our tools. Tools aren't used in anything right now. They're a trade resource. It's still very annoying to have your things taken. Ah, look at that. Look at our effectiveness. 118 versus their 95. Paltry numbers. Let's see if we can do this for Captain and view the battle as it happens. Where would it be? It would be over this ridge here. We have to hurry, though, because this clash is going to happen any second. I want to see them go into each other. Where are they? Where are they? There. Oh, I hear them. Look, you can see off in the distance. The clash is happening. Go, 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 go. Run. Run. Across the fields. Across the plains. Through the bushes. We have to be there to support our men. Our fighting boys on the front line. It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to go. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. That's right. Your lord is here. Your lord is here, helping you, giving you a morale boost. You can do it. Come on. Come on. I don't know your name. I'm going to call you Gregor. Come on, Gregor. You got him. Yep. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Push. Yeah. See, a morale boost is all they need. Come on, boys. Surround them. Yes. No. Yeah. That's what I like to see. Let's go chase them. Oh, I was there to give morale boosts. That's what it was. That's what I imagined. Let's go, boys! Advance through the forest. Go, go! Congratulations, men. You've defeated bandits yet again. We're gonna let them run into the woods and claim their prize. Bring it back to their town. Tell their wives. Tell their children. Tell maybe... I don't think they have husbands, but whoever their loved ones are back home. They're gonna tell them, I brought home so much regional wealth for us. And more opportunities for all. Oh, that's good. That's good. Now that we have a little bit more timber, we can finally get into the saw pit business. And something I want to do is set up the trading post. Let's go ahead and order a horse. That will be permanently within the use of our trading post here, but we don't have any space for it. That's because we need a stable or at least another hitching post to do it. So very, very quickly, we need to increase the priority of this stable being built, because the ox isn't hitched to anything. Herman the ox is just waiting. Oh, well, at least he's being used to help out. See? He's a good boy. And look at that, see? He'll just stand there and wait. We have our small stable finished. Wonderful. And that holds 2 creatures. We're going to move this hitching post over... let's move it over here. Right next to the stable. I think that's a better spot for it. And our ox is being taken over here, luckily. And we see that that little gold icon kept popping up. That's just saying we have full storage space somewhere. It, for some reason, says that all the time with the saw pit. With the next update, they said they're going to fix that. And I sure hope they do, because it's annoying to look at. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't like looking at every few minutes it's saying, hey, you know, your storage is full. Yes, I know. You've only allowed me 1. Now, you can see our export and import prices listed right here. We have an export price of 2 and an import price of 12. That's on planks. You can see everything else in our crafting materials here. Iron slabs is 4, clay is 1, leather is 6. Something very, very good to trade in is roof tiles. Roof tiles are 8. That's a major trade. That's something that we're really going to have to try and get to. But we don't really have the materials to do it. So let's start off on something a little bit basic. Planks. They make a lot of planks very quickly. We're going to set it as export. And we want to have at least 10 desired surplus at all times. So they'll sell anything over 10. But you know what? They're going to need some place to pray for all those fallen men that died in combat. Let's build them a church. Right. Let's put it right here, kind of where the market is. I'd like for the entrance to face the market, but that leaves a weird little gap right there. I think that'll work. Having it on the side, have a side road that goes up so you can surround the market there. That makes sense. And then what we'll do is we'll have another road that comes up and around, and then same for that. We'll have a road that surrounds it so they can enter on every side. And then we can put more houses over here. More burgage plots. So any more bandit camps that we need to take care of? I don't see any. So I'm not so worried about that. Let's disband our army so they can go back to work doing what they need to. We'll also expand the living space. Now, something I haven't mentioned until now, because I wanted to kind of bring this into its own little progression, is the upgrade system. You can see all our burgage plots are at level 1. We're very close to getting them to level 2. At level 2, they start generating money for every family per month, and you get more extensions to it. That's amazing. you need at least these types of markets, which we already have. We have fuel, food, and clothing. With our leather, we have our food with our eggs, vegetables. We have a huge, huge food supply. And our fuel, of course, being firewood. We have water from our well right here. And we're about to have church. What are we missing? Work area is empty. Yes, remember how I said those berries, I wanted to get them quickly? It's because berries are seasonal. In the wintertime, they shrink. We don't have them. We don't need to worry about them now. Some of the jobs are seasonal, like farming. At times, you can get winter wheat, which are random spurts of wheat throughout the winter, if you're growing that, for instance. But we don't have farms, and right now farming is not optimized, so we're not going to have any kind of farms right now. Well, now that we have the wooden church, our people can go and pray freely. Look at that church. Oh, it's so nice. And let's complete this little oxbow here. Put a little road connected up right there. There. Actually, it looks more like a lyre. I like it. We're going to turn them all into vegetable farms as quickly as possible. These farms are much more efficient right now than the other farms, but we will use them in time. But now it's not too important to us. It's really not. The most important thing we need is just vegetables and orchards once we get them, but that's for them. This is for now. We have 84 food. We have 2 meat, 53 berries, and a lot of eggs. Not really so many vegetables. That's surprising. What's up with the hunters? There's a rich animal deposit there. What's taking them so long to go get it? Maybe it's because they're eating all of the meat as soon as it gets in there. It seems that meat is a preferred subsistence type thing, which makes sense. It provides the most protein that you can get out of it. I look at these burgage plots. They're level 1. That's fine and dandy. But you know what would make them better? Making them level 2. Once they become level 2, they change just a bit. Remember, they get that regional wealth, but they also get something very, very special, which you'll see here in a moment. It gets a brand new look. Yeah, they get wooden roofs instead of thatched roofs, and their walls are a bit sturdier. It's a bit bigger of a house as well. But now they can produce many different items. They can produce clothes, they can be a blacksmith, a cobbler, fletcher, a joiner, and a brewer. I want to turn this house into a fletcher. Why would I get rid of the eggs? Simple. Bows sell. How much do they sell for? Take a look. 5. We can establish a trade route immediately. Export. Say we do not want... Actually, we'll say we want 1 surplus. That's it. We'll only keep 1 bow in backstock. They will immediately start making plenty of bows as soon as we get more planks in. In fact, do we have any loggers? Yes, we do. They are cutting away at that forest. The forest line, as you can see, it used to be right here. They've cut all that away and only left the brush. They're doing work on that. Tim Allen joined the game? Yeah, he did. Home improvement. That's exactly what he did. He did some home improvement on this. But now you can see the Fletcher's workshop right here. We go to General, and we can see all the things that they have stored that they're using, all the little residential items. And we should start making bows immediately. In fact, we have ourselves another bandit camp here. I think we should take care of that, don't you folks? We have an army of 18 now. Let's put them right here, up against the woods. They don't need to run. They'll be there eventually. Let's keep their morale high and their fatigue low. Oh, raiders. Well, we know there's raiders near, but it looks like there's a large group of them coming. We'll track their movement, and we'll be ready for them when they get here. Come on, boys. Right up to the border. Right up to the border. They'll meet you there. You've done it before, and you can do it again. Maybe they won't. Maybe they're scared of us. Come on, let's march into their territory. Ah, they don't want to do it. Let's push forward and attack them directly. We'll get them head on. Come on, boys. Head on. Head on. If they sally forth, then we'll wait for them. Alright, let's stand our ground and ambush them right here. We'll have a line of 2 right here. Alright, boys, form up. Form up. 119 effectiveness against 92. Oh, yeah. We've got this in the bag. Oh, yeah, we crushed them. We crushed them easy. We lost nobody. Good job, boys. Good job. Another ruler's army was sighted. Now, see, the enemy army does not march on you. They simply go and fight the raiders, but we already got that. Yeah, we took care of it. You guys don't have to worry about it. You may be also thinking, why does he have so many? That's because you can hire mercenaries. The mercenaries are a global pool, and he hires from the same global pool that you do. So he's able to get all of that, but he does start off with a little bit more. So we're going to march these guys out here. They can run. Alright, and we're going to send the resources to the nearest town. So that's 687 regional wealth. That's a lot of wealth. That is a whole lot of wealth. Did I just gain it twice? I did. I've noticed that it keeps doing that. Like I said, I'm not going to be upset about it, but I'd really like that in influence. Because influence provides something more. A chance to expand. Expanding is what we're going to have to do eventually.